Yeah. Um, my screen is visible, right? Okay.
Yes, it is.
Okay. Hi everyone. Very good morning. So welcome to Goa MuleSoft Meetup. First of all, thank you all for taking your time and join the session. Today's topic is going to be basics of MuleSoft RPA. So we'll discuss like what is MuleSoft RPA, and we'll do some MuleSoft RPA 2 today. So what are the components present in MuleSoft RPA, and what are the use cases, everything. And we'll see we'll introduce our Goa meetup leaders. So we have like a Gaurav Dubey. Unfortunately, he couldn't able to join, but he is a part of Goa MuleSoft meetup, and he is like a senior architect, and he stays in Australia, Capgemini. And next one is myself. I'm Vandana Gowda. Um, I have like a total 3 years of experience in IT and MuleSoft, and I'm a MuleSoft mentor as well as a Goa meetup leader. So you can find me in a LinkedIn or yeah, in a Slack. And third one is Vinay Kumar. So Vinay Kumar also recently he joined our Goa meetup, and he also has some 6 years of experience in MuleSoft and IT. And yeah, he works in one of the MNC as a MuleSoft developer. And even he is also a MuleSoft mentor. So next we'll introduce speakers. We have like a Sujal. Sujal, you can introduce yourself to audience.
Hey, hi everyone. I'm having like 6 plus years of experience in MuleSoft and IT, and I'm a MuleSoft mentor, and I'll be speaking on today for the RPA demo part, and I'm a certified developer and integration architect. Follow me on LinkedIn for more details and stuff.
Yeah, thank you, Sujal. Thank you for the introduction. And myself, I already said, I have like a 3 years of IT experience, and I'm a MuleSoft mentor and a Goa meetup leader. So if you are interested to part of like a speaker as a speaker, if you are interested for a Goa meetup, so you can reach out me either in a Slack or LinkedIn. So we can happily host you. Okay. So and also I'm passionate about writing blogs. So you can find my blogs in the Medium. So I have account as like a Bandhu's writing. So you can find me there. Okay. So without wasting any time, let's get started. Like what is MuleSoft RPA, and we'll see like what are the agenda of today's meetup. So first we'll see like a understanding of RPA, and we'll see like a MuleSoft RPA lifecycle, MuleSoft RPA components, RPA use cases, and MuleSoft RPA tool, and a networking session, and question and answer. Okay. First, we'll see like what is RPA. So there is like a lot of talk about automation, like a lot of talk about MuleSoft RPA so in the IT world today. So when we talk about robotic process automation, that is RPA. So what is exactly RPA? We need to know first. So first thing, at the end of like a day, there is a lot of repetitive tasks that we do day by day, right? So which are like a boring something, like it kills our time, and using RPA you can save your time and automate those repetitive tasks. So just to understand like this will be see like what is RPA. Okay, let's take a simple steps. For example, like if you want to do fill the this one timesheet every week. So what will happen, we get like a lot of emails, like a lot of email chains will become if you forget to fill the timesheet, and right? So what will happen if we use RPA in the timesheet process? So what will happen? Automatically, it will fill the process. So no need to like every week or every day, no need to fill the any timesheet, and so this is like a small example for RPA. Next, we'll see like what is in depth we can see like as a definition, as some uh, technical words like RPA is automates the repetitive human task with the software bots. So we can like apply to any system that has a UI, even legacy system. So RPA works in conjunction with the API and integration to achieve hyperautomation, a business-led approach to organization to use, identify, vet, and automate the process. So this is the basically RPA. Next, we'll see what is use cases for the RPA. So I already said one use case, something like filling the timesheet every week. How many will forget this, right? Like there are like a follow-ups and many email chain will going on. So not fill timesheet and all. So this will be one of the very good example for automate the way. So this is one of the use case for RPA. Apart from that, we have uh, data extraction or data entry, or some manual work is involving in data entry and payroll processing. This one we can automate, and price comparison and processing the refunds and the common repetitive tasks like moving folders and files and email interaction and preparing, manipulating, merging the data, and logging in and logging out. Yeah, this will be like a daily repetitive task for us, logging in and log out, and filling out of forms, etc., like Google Forms or anything. So this also like a repetitive task. So these all comes under like some common use cases for the RPA. Okay, we'll see one classic example like invoice processing, so that are like some manual things takes place, right? So we'll see like how we can use that. For example, the this is looks like purely manually. So like there are activities like accounting team. Okay, so team does in invoice processing. Like what happened here, first day search the emails, then they will download the invoices. So after it manually select the invoices data. So once it will manually select, and we can just copy and paste the data into different system either Excel or anything. Then after manually enters the invoice data and completes the invoice processing. So this is basically manually they will do. Okay, by using RPA we can do this automatically. So these are like a couple of steps will happens how we can like automate these steps, right? Basically like RPA like it gives helps you to clicks, capture and copy paste like everything. It will mimic everything so that actually it will be do work behalf of you. Okay, like there are like a lot of RPA tools in the market, like for example UiPath and automation anywhere and etc. So MuleSoft have its own RPA tool that is called as a MuleSoft RPA. So inside the MuleSoft RPA, we have like a MuleSoft Manager, MuleSoft Builder, and RPA Builder, and we have RPA bots and RPA recorders, and okay, we'll see that is in future slides. So it is easy to onboard the user, and we'll see in future slide how it is works. Okay. Next, we'll see what is RPA cycle. The RPA cycle it involves six steps here. The first one is the evaluation step. This is the most important step in RPA cycle. Based on this only, we can understand if our project, if our requirement need automation or not. So if this step is everything is working good, then only we can move to design, build, test, and production and operation. So this is the crucial step for checking the requirement or checking the project if needed or not. If it is not needed, then no need to proceed with any step. Okay, we'll discuss one by one each step, what is evaluation or evaluate phase, what is design, build, test, production, and operation. So what is evaluation phase or what is evaluate phase here is, so this is the as I already said, it's a very important step. Here we check, does this solve business problem if I go for MuleSoft RP. So we can evaluate by uh, filling some like a key or matrix, or it shows the qualifiers for RPA automation. So based on that, we can decide here we need a MuleSoft RPA or not. So basically, this evaluation is done by business analyst people. It's here. It's no involvement of MuleSoft developer or automation developer or a tester, whoever. So it is purely business analyst people will take care of this evaluation phase. Okay. And after the evaluation phase, we'll move to design. After once evaluation is approved, then we'll move to design phase. So once evaluation is qualified, next is project manager approve for the design activity. So if they found any qualifier or approval, go for like a design phase. Okay. So design means here we can create a BPMN diagram. So how we create in MuleSoft RAML, right? The same thing. It's kind of like a BPMN diagram. What is a BPM NM diagram? Means it's a business process model notation. Okay. So it creates the blueprints for actual automation. So once design the process is completed, manager need to approve process. So for each steps, it involves approval. Without approval, it won't go to next step. Okay. For that particular design, then it move once like after approval our design, it will move to build phase. So in design, either we can use RPA manager or directly manually we can do using that BPM and NM diagram, or another option we have is RPA recorder. Okay. Next, once the design is completed, so it will go to build phase. So developer can uh, build using like a RPA builder. So once in the build we have option is RPA builder. So it's a kind of like RPA tool. So we can use this RPA recorder also. It does like actual activities like select the folder or click the file and select that file. All those things work will recorder will do. So click events etc, like it will capture those things, and most of the case we can use to build RPA. Okay. So once building is completed, so here also we need some approval. So after, it will go to testing phase. So once you build the RPA, you can test it. There is a team will do actual testing. The team task they will allocate to testing team, and once task of testing will be completed, and it move to production. Okay. So in the production, what will happen like after test is approved, so we can build in a production, and once build is successful, then operation team will manage or monitor our application. Okay, this is the last step. So next we'll see how step by step collaboration or each component how it will collaborate each other. Okay, we have like a three component mainly, like RPA manager, RPA recorder, and RPA builder. Even we have RPA bots also, some bot activities. So mainly we take these three like RPA manager, RPA recorder, and RPA builder. The RPA manager, what it will do, it will involve in the evaluation phase. Evaluation phase will happen in RPA manager, and designing is happen in RPA manager, and the testing will be happen in RPA manager, and production will happen in RPA manager. But RPA like a build phase, it will happen in RPA builder. Okay. In RPA recorder, we can use it in a designing phase. Either we can use RPA manager or RPA recorder, or like we can drag some file or folder. So in that case, we use RPA recorder. Okay. So build means or some building the RPA builder to build the flow or something. So we'll use builder, and testing means for the testing purpose, and the production, after production it will monitor the application deployment and monitor the application. So these are like activities it will happen, or what are the like how it will collaborate each other we can see. Okay, RPA manager, RPA recorder, and RPA builder. And in the business team, they will evaluate the process and the design. RPA developer will comes into the picture when it's a build. And the IT team, IT means here it involve testing team as well as we can say operational team, production team. So those people involved in IT. Okay. So we have like first phase is the evaluation phase. It's a basic phase. So here I just go through some theoretical concept. Now Suja will show us like how to do this evaluation phase. So I already said this evaluation phase is most of the time will do business analyst people or any project manager kind like that. So they determine whether or not like a proposed RPA process is valuable and cost effective. Yeah, those people will check this like if this are particularly needed or not mules of RPA. Then only we can proceed further. Okay, here we have like a lot of things like while selecting like it should be in a green zone only, then only like we understand this project need mules of RP. These all things we'll understand like once we'll show the demo, so you'll understand like how we can evaluate the process or how to do this evaluation phase. Okay, Sushil, you can take care of that.
So, Vandana, thank you so much. Vandana, I'm not able to share my screen. Looks like there's some issue. Can you just give me the permission?
Oh yeah, I. Now we can share, I guess.
Yeah, let me share my screen. Okay, are you able to see my screen?
Yeah, very good.
Okay, okay, cool. So this is like the RPA manager which MuleSoft has provided for us to build any automation, like automate any repetitive task and configure the repetitive task and interact with the RPA, evaluate the process, design it, develop it, and test it, and push it to the prod. So this is the UI for that. In order to proceed with this, we will be needing some softwares to be installed. So those all links are here. We will be needing RPA recorder, RPA builder, RPA bot. So currently in my system, I have installed all these three processes. But for you to start, you need to install and configure it. Okay. So it has like multiple options like my RPA. Here you will be able to see user task, the processes. I'll show you all those things one by one. So the first step in the RPA lifecycle is to evaluate like the use cases which we are trying to solve. We have to evaluate that if, whether that's a use case for RPA or not, and we will be providing certain parameters for that to evaluate whether that process is it's like meant for the RPA or not, it's meant for automating it via RPA or not. So as part of this demo, what I will be doing is we'll be using a simple use case. Like we will be having one MuleSoft blocks link. For this, I will be putting some emails here, email ID, and then sign up for the newsletter of MuleSoft. So let's do that. So the first thing comes here is the evaluation phase. I'll just click on new evaluation and I'll be giving the name. Let's say demo Goa meetups. I'll be using the default one, default template, and the category I'll just let it be. Just saving it. Okay. So the first thing here is the manual process execution time. So if we are going to execute that, like signing, going up to the browser, opening up a browser, giving the link here, and then providing the email IDs, and then sign up for this particular newsletter, how much time it is going to take? So I'll just put it here, mostly 5 minutes or something. Cost per process run. The second thing is the cost per process run. So how much cost is it taking to run the process? So I'll just use minimal one, like the $5, and frequency of the month is the third part, like how much frequently people will be doing it. So let's say 10 times a month. Okay. Now comes the part of category. Like so in RPA we need to categorize our automations. Let's say for example, if you have some pharma projects, so there we wanted to categorize some part as like billing, some automation needs to be done from the pharmaceutical business parts, or some invoice generations or invoicing part. So based on each use cases, we can categorize our process evaluation phase. So currently, for our use case, I'm just using web automation since we will be using the web part. And then give some description here, like this is the basic demo of RPA. Then comes the part of like qualifiers and benefits. There are two part of it, and this is like the process metrics. So currently this black dot is here. Now it has, I mean, your use cases will be more accurate or more, perfect if it moves to the as much as it moves to the green part. And how it is going to move here is based on this parameters, like it is whether it's qualifiers or the benefits. So qualifiers means we will be having multiple parameters here. Like these three for the qualifiers are like by default parameters provided. Benefits, these three are the by default parameters provided to us by the MuleSoft. We can definitely add few more parameters to the qualifier parts or to the benefits part based on our needs. For that, we will be creating the template. Or I'll show you in just in coming time. So the first part is like nature of the work. So it's like judgment based or the rule based. I'll just slide it and make something in somewhere in between. I don't know why I'm not able to pull it. Let me just refresh my page once. Okay. 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 Cool. So I made this as a little bit on the right side. Input output is like unstructured or the structured digital. I'll just move it on the right side to make this process more on the greener part. I'm not sure why this button is not sliding. Can I exclude it? Okay, let's exclude that. For the stability part, like how stable will it be by using MuleSoft? So I'm just moving it right side. So it'll be really good. For the data part, data type, image interpretation, or the text or number, we'll be dealing with the web UI. Let's just move it to the right side. Benefits means the output quality is the first parameter. It means if we are doing it via manually, how it will be, and if we are doing it via the uh, RPA, then what will be the quality of the automation. So like In if we will be doing manually, maybe we will be missing some in newsletters like email ID will not be correct sometimes. So just provide it to the little bit on the right side. I'm not sure why this is not coming to right. Okay, let's exclude this also just for time being. The complexity, like if we'll be automating it by RPA, how it will be, like it's a complex one or the simple one. So it's like very simple one only. And it is also recommended that if you are using MuleSoft RPA, try to use or create automate the stuff which is like the simple one. You can break down your big use cases into multiple smaller one, and then you can automate each of these pieces step by step. So I'm keeping it as more on the simple side. The risk, like if it is not executed, or the people manually if you are doing it, and if it is not executed, or if it is automated by RPA, and sometimes due to some reasons, if RPA bot doesn't execute your processes, then how risky it will be. So for the use case perspective, I'm just putting more on the higher side, and you can see this black dot is moved from here to here, so more on the greener part. So I'll save my project, save my evaluation part, and then it will comes here. Yeah. So it will come under the list. Yeah, it is coming here. Now I have multiple options like to rename it, or edit it, or approve it, or I can delete it. So in this scenario, I will be just approving it. And when you're approving it, currently I'm the only one who is working on it. So I'll be assigning it to myself only. Like here, you need to assign it to your project manager who will be reviewing your evaluation part, and trying to see if the use case is uh, good for automating it via RPA or not. So I'll just assign it to myself, and then I'll do okay. Okay. Now it is approved. If I click on approved part, it is done. Demo Goa meetups. Here you can see it's like all those what we have put and all the configure. It will be visible here. So I was talking about multiple parameters. Like currently we have only three parameters, 3 to 4 parameters under the qualifiers part, or the 3 parameters under the benefits part. What if our use case requires some other parameters to be added? So for that, we can go to evaluation criteria. We have new benefits to be created, new qualifiers to be created. I can simply click on it and then try to create one simple test benefit for the demo. Good. You can put like here the high part and the low part. Okay. Yeah, it comes here. And then I can create one more qualifiers here. Okay. Again, I can put some values here. Okay. So these two parameters I've added uh, it in the parameters. Like whenever I wanted to evaluate my process or my use cases, I want these two parameters to be there. So now currently we have just created these two part, benefit and the qualifier. We need to create or append it in a template also. So if we go to this, there is a template creation, and then I assign custom template for the demo. And here you will see all those the two parameters which I have created. It is here. Now I can add it. This is like the benefits. Let's all. So there is one more checkbox here. Is like exclude uh, MuleSoft default or evaluation criteria. So those three and four parameters which I was showing earlier, it is giving an option like, do you want to include those parameters into your template or not? So I'll keep that as excluded part and then save it. Now when I go to this process evolution again, just giving some name, test custom template. You can see this one is here like custom template demo. If I click choose this, like this one has my configurations, my own parameters which I have configured just now, and then I can click on save. Okay, so here you can see the qualifiers. It comes up like test qualifier demo which we have created, and the benefits part, the test benefit demos which what we have created just now, and these are some other custom parameters which got added when we created that template. So all those custom parameters comes into here, and then you can choose based on your own based on your parameters. You can slide up and down here, so that it will make sense for your use cases. So I'll not start with this. I'll just cancel it. That's for the demo part. I'll go back to my the earlier process evaluation which we have created, like the demo Goa meetups. So this is like the evaluation part which we have done till now, and it's the status you can see is approved. So if I go here, how to open it? Like if we want to proceed further, like this is the evaluation part which we have done till now. The second part for this is to design it and then to build it, test it, and then push it to the prod. So for in order to start the automation, I need to go to my RPA, then my backlogs. Okay, here it is, demo Goa meetups. Here you can see the options. There are two options called, the first one is start automation, or you can reject it. So it's like once you have started, or once your project gets approved, and then you start, and then you proceed with the automation part of the designing part, and there if you realize that okay, this might not be feasible solution, or there might be some blockers for it, like you didn't get the access of the systems, something like that, then you always have option to reject the evaluation. You can provide some reason here and then reject it. So for the sake of the demo, I'm not rejecting it. I will start with the automation. So just click on it, and then it will come up. Like it's a new process which is going to be created now. So first we have seen like how to evaluate your use cases. Once the evaluation is done, it is approved for automation. The the evaluation will be converted to the process. So the name will be same, honor will be same, the manager will be same who has provided you the access, and you can add more team members. Like if you wanted to ask your team members, like some of your team members to design, some other team members to build, some other team members to test, and some other team members to prod, you can always add your teammates here using this process. You have multiple users present on your RPA manager. You can select it and then you can proceed with that. So currently for the demo part, I will be assigning everything to myself, and then I'll just check box, checking all those things to me, and then category it's web automation, it's already been selected, and then I will simply save it. Cool. So the evaluation part is done, the creating of the process is done. Now I'll just click on the start automating part, and here it comes the life cycle phases. You can see design part, build part, test part, and the production part. Now design part here, it's like it's if you compare it with the MuleSoft APIs, it's a kind of RAML. So it's like a design. I mean, it's like you are designing your use cases, your you know your automation part, and you are creating a blueprint of your APIs, like blueprint. I mean, in the MuleSoft API world, you can compare it with the RAML, and similarly, it's like this in the RPA part. So if you have multiple options, either you can create it manually, or you can automate it, or you can design it by RPA recorder. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to record it by RPA recorder. So I have my RPA manager, RPA recorder installed in my system. So I'll just quickly, hit on this record button. Once I hit on it, it will ask me to sign into to my, uh, RPA account. So username is here. Let me just quickly. Okay, let me just stop sharing once because I need to put the password. Okay, I've given the password. Let me just reshare my screen. Okay, Vandana, can you confirm if my screen is visible?
Yeah, yeah, visible.
Good, thank you. Okay, so I have just logged into my RPA recorder, and here you will see an option to record it. So I'll just click on it, and then it will ask for activity, like what kind of activity will it be. So, I mean, if I compare it with my use cases, the first step which I need to do here is to go to this particular URL, open this URL. So, yeah, so this is actually a web task. There is multiple tasks assigned to it, like bot task, like if you wanted to interact with your systems, file systems, or AWS or anything like that, it will be a bot task. If you want to interact, or if you want your bot to do some task from your Chrome perspective, like web sessions you wanted to create, like Chrome or Firefox, you wanted to open and do some things, you should choose web task. User task is something on the approval part, like manually giving the approvals and all. So for my use cases, it is like a web task. I'll just select it and provide a name. So I can just put it like open sign up page. Cool. I'll add it. So you can see the web recording browser, just opened up because I have selected it for, for the web task. The web browser is open. So I'll just remove it and put my URL here. Okay, it opens. So the first activity was just to open this URL. Now my second activity is I have to provide my email ID here and click on the sign up button. But for that we need to name this activity. So I'll just click on add activity here, and then again it will be a web task, and I'll give here like a sign up to newsletter. Okay. So this is this for this activity we have provided one name. Along with that, what I want to do is I wanted to continue with my already existing web sessions. It's like I mean, earlier we have opened one browser, and then we wanted to continue with the same session. We don't want to create another session because this URL or this page will not be there, right, in the new sessions. It again needs to be opened again with the by providing the URLs and all. So I wanted to continue with the same existing web sessions. So I'll just check box. Behind the scene it will create one parameters. I'll just explain you, but I'm just giving you heads up, like it will give like it will create one parameters to uh, keep the track, like okay, we wanted to use same sessions. It will create one variable in behind the scene. I'll show you when I will be building it. So I'll do that, and then I'll click on add, and then I'll provide my, let's say, this one. Okay. and then click on sign up button. That's it. That's all I wanted to record. Now I wanted to stop the recording and then proceed further. So I'll just stop my recording. Okay. As you can see, it has created some basic flows. Like the first, it will start, and then it will open the sign up page. Like go open the web browser and then provided the URL there and open it. And the second step is providing in the same sessions we need to provide the the email IDs and then hit on the sign up button. Post that, it's end. Stop the process. So this is what we have recorded till now, and now we wanted to push this metadata or this steps to my RPA manager. Okay, so here is one option to edit, merge, or upload the recordings. I'll just click on it, and here it's the all the same part is there, and then I'll just push it to RPA manager. Cool. So this is like the BPMN diagram uploaded to RPA manager successfully. I'll just simply close it, minimize this screen, just reload this page. Cool. So here you can see in the BPMN diagram, whatever I've recorded, it was pushed to this RPA manager. Okay. So this is our design part. Like we wanted to design it like this. Okay. The design part is done. Now we have to proceed with the several other steps like building it or testing it or moving it to the prod. So for that, we need to publish it. In order to move further, we have created the design. Now we have to just move it or publish it to publish it to build. I'll accept all those responsibilities and all, and then release it to build. Okay. So here you can see now the Chevron has moved from design to build, and all this part will come here. Now we have to implement it. So it's like you have created the raml, you have imported your raml to your endpoint studio. Now you wanted to provide one, or now you wanted to uh, provide the implementation part, like in the studio kind of thing. So for that, we will be needing another software for this. So till now we have used RPA recorder. Now we will be using RPA builder. So RPA builder is the tools or IDE you can say for MuleSoft RPA. So I'll just quickly go minimize this page and I'll just open my RPA builder. Okay, so let it open. Cool. So this is my RPA builder. Here is the repository explorer. So as soon as something like, okay, so I'm not using this, I haven't installed or running this RPA builder for the very first time. I've already logged in. You can see my username is here, and it's already connected with my my provider tenant, like ms internal hyphen ms RPA community tenant 2. So it's already been connected, and it's like a repository explorer. And as soon as you publish your design to build phase, all your projects, all your automation RPA part will be pushed.
Oh, Sujal, you are not audible. Maybe he lost his connection. We'll wait for some time. Yeah, we can download RPA Builder like beginning when we start, right? When we log in RPA Manager, in right side we have like a three download option like RPA Builder, RPA Bot, and RPA Recorder. So it is not like a free source like outside. It will be in inside RPA Manager. Suma. It won't be like outside. Anyone can download. So if you have proper license to access RPA Manager, then only you can download. For that you need license. So if you have any question, you can ask me here. So if I know anything, so I can answer for you guys until Sujal joins.
There was some, internet issue with my end. I just rejoined. I'm just opening my Windows VM. It's not able to connect. Let me just restart it. Come on. I'm not able to actually connect with my Windows server. I'm using Mac.
Oh, no worries, Sujal. Like,
Yeah, I'll maybe talk about it theoretically. Like once you import your projects to RPA Builder, there it will provide it you to uh, uh, give the configurations or use some uh, parameters to code it or automate the stuffs. For example, in our scenario, I wanted to uh, open the browser. So there is a palette provided by RPA Builder to you, like the palette how it is there in in your Endpoint Studio. The same thing will be here in RPA Builder, but the flavors might be will be different. So it will provide you like a web sessions of Chrome, web sessions of Safari, or web sessions of other things. So I wanted to use Chrome as, because since it is my by default browser, I'll just drag it and put it to my canvas, and then I'll assign the task. Okay, I need to hit this URL. Okay, all those things will be provided there. Like all those configurations we can drag and put it there. So that's the one part. And then once the development is done, then we will be pushing it to RPA Manager the same way which we have done using the RPA recorder. We'll just publish those code or publish those build to RPA Manager, and it will be pushed to RPA Manager. Again, we will just refresh the page of the RPA Manager. My development stuffs will be visible there. Post that, we will be pushing it to or publishing it to testing phase, the same way which we have done in the after the design part. Once we push it to the uh, test part, there it comes to execute my test RPA automation, like how we wanted to execute it. So it is like a test plan we need to create. It's a configuration thing on the UI part, and you have to provide like a, okay, this process I wanted to execute, how I will be executing it. And the most important part here what comes is where you will be executing your automation. So for example, if you are if you wanted to in our scenario, we wanted to open the Chrome browser, and then we wanted to uh, hit some URL and then put my email IDs there and sign up for the event or sign up for the newsletter. So where we wanted to actually execute it. So for that, we will be creating a bot, RPA bot, and the RPA bot will be having this secret, or it's like an agent. So from the RPA manager, you will be able to create a API key, and then you will be putting it on the systems where you wanted to run. So let's say I wanted to execute on my uh, Windows server. I'll install my RPA bot there. I'll provide my uh, I'll provide my API key there, and then that bot will be connected with my system, and we can select those that RPA bot from where we wanted to connect. So those we can select it, and we can execute our test plans, and the system which we have selected, there it will be executed. Post that, we will be pushing it for or publishing it for the prod. So once we have tested it, we'll be pushing it to prod, like production. Okay, my automation is developed, designed, developed, tested. I wanted to execute or make it live. So the second last part is like production. I will be uh, configuring it to execute. So two things we needed to put it there. The first part is uh, I need to provide with it how we wanted to execute my RPA process. So my RPA process or the automation, it can be scheduled to execute at particular time. We can provide the cron expressions or select the time and then execute it. And the other parts to other option to invoke my RPA process is via API. So there is an option. I hope I would have shown all these things instead of talking, but I'm not able to connect with my uh, with my this VM servers. But yeah, so there is a checkbox which I can select, and I can push it to uh, you know like create an invocable process. The option is there. Once we select that option, what it happens, the whatever account any point platform account is associated with your RPA manager, that on that platform one assets will be pushed as on the exchange, like on the exchange of your platform. You will be able to see one RPA assets, and then from there you can download that assets into your studio, and then you can automate it, like as a REST connector it will be available. You can use it in your flows to call it. So that's all from my side. I wish I could have shown you in the demo, but like my power cut is like there, and I'm not able to connect with my VM server as I'm using Mac. So some issues was there, but yeah, it's the same process, and all those part, once it is like push to prod, you can automate or you can run it via cron jobs. You can invoke it via APIs, and other stuff can be done. Yeah, that's all from my side. Vandana, you can take over.
Yeah, I
Thank you.
answered few questions. They asked some questions, so I answered few. If anything I missed, most of the question I answered. Yeah,
Hmm.
like it will works only in Windows RPA. As of now, it won't support Mac. But if you want to do anything in Mac, so you should like install some Windows server.
Yeah, we need to have, you need to have, Windows VM at least. You can launch in your AWS. You can ask your clients to provide you. As of now, MuleSoft RPA supports only on the Windows, doesn't support on the Mac. That's the problem with me today, actually. But yeah, you need to have some Windows VM or Windows machine to run or execute it. Yeah.
Then RPA is not a pre version. It is like a license we need for RPA to do any activities.
Correct. So you need to buy a separate license platform. It will not come with your Anypoint platform license. You need to have a separate license for that. For demo part, sorry, for the learning and all, you may raise access from your Slack to give you the access from MuleSoft. But yeah, it's something which if you are using for enterprise level, you have to purchase it separately. It will not come with your any point platform license. Yeah.
Yeah. And download a RPA builder. We can download inside the RPA manager. We can download RPA builder. It's not like Anypoint Studio. Outside we can't download anything. Everything all pack inside the RPA manager. Like,
Yeah. Anything else, Vandana? Did we answer the questions all?
yeah, we answered our questions, and yeah, we have to spin names. We planning to give one voucher. So let me share my screen and we'll do that activity. Okay. So I already added Suma, Hema, Teja, and Sirisha. Yeah. So we'll spin whoever the name will come. I will provide voucher. So you should give your email ID, so which is associated with your certification. Okay. So then I can talk with the community people and I will give you voucher. So only one person will get voucher. We'll see who is that lucky person. Okay. We got Suma's name. Suma, you can share your email ID. And we'll do another also. I will try. So if they give me, I will provide. Or you guys also. We'll try another one. Okay. Second, we got a Sirisha. You both give me Suma and Sirisha email ID. Yeah, guys. So if you have any questions, please let me know. So otherwise, we can wrap up this session. Thank you all. Thank you for attending the session. Thank you. And
Thank
Suma
you
and
so
another
much.
one was Sirisha. Maybe Sirisha is not there in the call. Or then Teja, you can give me your email ID. Yeah. Because you're asking a lot of questions, so I thought to give Teja. Yeah, Teja and Suma, you both give me. Thank you, Teja. Let me note down your mail ID. 1 minute. Thank you, Sujal, for the a great explanations and the demo. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Vandana.
Yeah,
Thank you, everyone. Bye bye.
yeah. Bye. So Teja, you can connect me in if you have any questions, Teja and Suma, you can connect me on LinkedIn. So this voucher you can use it for any certification.